Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Buffaloes will kick it away and get this game going. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it with the opening drive from their own territory. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man. Has the first down. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
They go with a direct snap. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown for the U. Made the defense look slow that time.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. There's the handoff. breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Up position, 2nd and long from their own 12. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Makes a quick grab.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sideline. It's Joseph. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Direct snap to the back. Takes up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To the air, it's Bryant. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wide out. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes 1st down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They go with a direct snap. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Direct snap to the back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Back to throw. It's Bryant. He's got it, enough for a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Colorado.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. No press here. The defense backing away. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line.
He's taken down at the 40. And first down for the offense.
Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami.
And the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Buffaloes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football to the 42.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Now they're running on the toss. stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
4th down coming up.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The play fake, he'll look to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I like the call here by the offensive coordinator. After the interception on the previous drive, you get your quarterback a nice, easy throw, something underneath. Try to get him back into rhythm. Let's see what he can do from here.
He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. And the Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry up.
1st and goal.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
This one will be fair caught. The Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Going for a big play downfield. He's got it out of the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. McCain's trying to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
The Hurricanes will look to convert here on fourth down. And the back now goes in motion. Tackle, but first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They go with a direct snap. And tackled after a small pickup there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line. Third down coming up.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buffaloes looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll give it to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Important second down play coming up. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Breaking tackles. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to find some room. It's Welch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to throw. It's Bryant. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Just missed his intended receiver on that 3rd and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the 4th quarter.
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And the field goal is good. And that will tie the game. Are we headed for overtime? Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Joseph. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Close to the tight end. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Offense facing 4th down.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. First down here for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Running through the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. What a way to end it. A turnover to decide the game.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. Gonna run it. It's Welch. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Interesting call here. 3rd and medium in overtime. Will they just play it safe and set the kicker up for a field goal try to win it? He'll hand it off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
And the kick is good, an overtime game winner.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.